Major.
Yep, that's right. And if we can't be in 4 major, what's our second best contract?
No trump.
That's right, 3 no trump. And what's our distant third game contract?
Minor.
5 of a
Yeah,
minor.
5 of a minor. And why is that a distant third? Why do we dislike those so much?
Take so many.
We would have to take 11 tricks.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. It's really easy to lose 3 tricks. So
And you only get the same number of points you would get for making 3 no trump exactly.
that's right. So if you can make 4 no trump, it's still going to be better than making 5 of a minor. Or even 6 of bidding 5 and making 6 of a minor. You're better off than 3 no making 4. So I want to talk about major suit fits and major suit games, because those are the ones we strive for, and we really have the most bidding systems set up for that. And so, how many cards in our major suit do we want if we were to make it our trump?
8.
8 between the 2 hands. That's right. And so, what's the if we have 8 spades, let's say, between our 2 hands, what is the most likely distribution of those spades?
5-3.
Yep. And what is the second most likely distribution?
4-4.
Yeah. And then the third most likely?
2.
6-2.
Mhm.
That's right. And so you'd think, well, okay, since 5-3 is most likely, we'd use the same systems for that for the most. But it's not, unfortunately, because even though 5-3 is the most likely division, only half of the time is the opening bidder going to have 5.
Mhm.
The other half of the time, they're going to have the 3.
Okay.
And so for a particular bidder, it's more likely you'll find yourself in a 4-4 fit. I don't want to say that. 4-4 is more likely than you having 5 and your partner having 3. And it's more likely than you having 3 and your partner having 5. And so that the 4-4s, even though they're the second most common distribution, they come up a lot. And our bidding systems tend to make that an easy auction when the major is 4-4. And for the 5-3 auctions, which is the easier way to bid a 5-3 fit?
When the opener has 5.
The opening bidder has 5. And that's so easy. That's what we call our bidding system, the 5-card major system, because we promise 5 when we open that. And so if we look at the case where we're 4-4 in the majors, how do we normally find that fit?
Normally, the opener opens 1 of a minor, and then the partner bids major.
And then the opener raises it. And that's the most common way to do that. Another common way we'll find a 4-4 fit is if opener opens 1 no trump or 2 no trump, and we use stamen. We can find a 4-4 fit that way too. And so we're pretty comfortable with those. Most people are pretty comfortable opening a minor, then responder says a major, and opener rebids the major. That's a simple auction. And if you open 1 no trump and partner says 2 clubs and you say 2 hearts and they say 4 hearts, that's a simple way to get to a 4-4 fit in hearts into a game. What if the opener has 6 and the responder has 2? How do we usually find that?
Rebidding.
Right, the opener opens their major, responder says something else, and then opener rebids their suit, and that fit is 6. How do we usually show 6-2 the other way, where it's the opener has the 2 and the responder that has the 6?
Fred?
No, not if we're interested in a game contract. And we can't preempt after a partner's opened anyhow, usually.
Well, if responder rebids the suit,
That's right. If responder rebids their major suit, that shows a 6-card suit. So an auction might go 1 club, 1 heart by responder, opener rebids a no trump, and responder says 2 hearts, or 3 hearts, or 4 hearts. Any of those would show a 6-card suit. And how do we show, how would we find a 7-1 fit if opener has 7-card suit? Responder has 1.
rebid it twice.
Or jump.
Yep,
Rebid.
that's usually what we do is we'll rebid it twice. And so that's convenient for the opener because the opener first bid promises 5. Their second bid, when they rebid it, it promises 6, and when they rebid it again, it promises 7. But it's harder for responder if you think about it, because responder, when they first bid the major suit, how many does it promise? 4. Yeah, you go 1 club, 1 heart. It's only promising 4. 1 no trump, and they say 2 hearts. Now, how many hearts are they promising?
6.
6. And we skipped that 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that skip causes a lot of problems because even though the 5-3 major fit is our most common best game combination, half of the time it's responder that has the 5 and it's the opener that has the 3.
Right.
And our standard bidding doesn't have a way to get us there. And because of that, we wind up using artificial bids and bidding conventions to help us with 5-3 fits where the responder has the 5. And so what are some of those conventions that we can use to help us out there?
New minor forcing.
That's right. And what's another one that's like that? New minor force you can use after opener rebids a no trump.
Right.
What if opener rebids another suit? Let's say opener says opens a diamond and you say 1 spade, then they rebid 2 clubs. Then we can't use new minor force.
Well, I don't know then. You stumped me.
So if you have enough points per game, you can use 4th suit forcing. You bid the 4th suit. It's artificial like new minor force is, but it's because there's been 3 suits bid up to that point. When you bid the 4th one, we consider that an artificial bid. And it's similar to new minor force, but it's you have to have 13 points for it, then it's a game forcing bid. And the thinking kind of behind that is that if you have the 4th suit, you're more likely to bid some numbers of no trump. And so you would not normally need to bid the 4th suit in order to show it. So we use it as an artificial bid. And it usually kind of suggests you don't have the 4th suit when you bid that 4th suit, because you didn't bid no trump. But because it's forcing, it allows partner to show that 3-card support. And the thing that's is a little funny about new minor forced and 4th suit forcing is neither one of those show a 5-card major. The bids that you will use if responder has a 5-card major, but they don't promise a 5-card major. They're just giving opener a chance to show 3-card support if they have 3-card support. Since opener didn't support you the first time, you know they don't have 4 of them. So they might have 3. And so if you keep the auction moving along, opener's going to show that 3-card support. And if it turns out responder only had 4, well, you know you have a 4-3 fit. But if responder had the 5 of the major, okay, you're good now. You've got your 8-card fit and you can be in game there. So new minor force.
Are you saying sometimes responder will use new minor forcing even if they don't have 5 of a major?
They can. Sometimes you'll use it to find 4-4 in the other major. Is another reason. But it's mostly for the 5-3 backwards fit like that. So so it's funny that the Responder's one heart bid shows a 4-card suit. Responder rebidding their major shows a 6-card suit. But there's not really a bid for Responder to show a 5-card suit, which is really a gap. We have to get cagey with these conventions to entice opener to showing 3-card support when we have that. Just about the only bid to show a 5-card suit is if opener opens 1 no trump or 2 no trump and we transfer. And I expect you feel good about it when opener opens a no trump and you have a 5-card major. It's like, great, I know how to show my hand. In my one bid, I can show my 5-card suit here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice because otherwise in all other auctions, you cannot show your 5-card suit. You have to dance around the fact. And so it's kind of funny to me in our bidding system that 5-3 fit is such a one we want to strive for because it's our favorite game contract. And it comes up a lot. It's half of the most common distributions, but it's the most difficult to bid out of all of them. It's easier to find 6-2 in either direction, 4-4, 5-3 with the opener having 5. All of those are much easier than finding 5-3 the other way. And you'll see that as a weakness in a lot of people's games. A lot of beginners just don't get it. Intermediate players miss it a lot. And the advanced players generally know their systems well enough to find it. But it's new minor force and forcing are good to learn because they do come up so often in these types of hands. And it's so important to find the 5-3 major fits. So I'd like to start here with the bridge-based session and just have 2 people come in to bid for us. And so let me get this going. Don't do this one yet because I don't have the deal source set up.
Might be this one.
Now, hang on, I gotta get my script here again. I accidentally. Close that tab, but I've got it back here.
Are you gonna share a screen too?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it here. Give me just 1 sec.
I did start record.
All right, thanks. Okay, so I'd like you all to follow along with this. So what system was used to find the 5-3 fit here? What convention?
New minor forcing.
Yep. You see that, Elizabeth? You see how that works?
Yeah, I'm still having trouble. I'll probably have to leave anyway, so I'm just gonna listen. I can't see the top one.
You can't see the top hand?
No.
Hmm.
Oh, now I can.
All right. So you see how opener opened a diamond, and then North has 5 spades and bids a spade, but that only promises 4, and then when South bids a no trump, 2 of the other minor is new minor force.
Yeah.
So that forces South to bid again, and South now shows his 3 card support for the major, in case North had 5. And since he did, he can go ahead and jump to game with his good points here. And so this is, I'd say, a textbook new minor force type of sequence.
New minor forcing, are you always going to game? Or you just
No,
forcing?
you need 11 points or more for new minor force, so you can still stop in a part score.
Okay. You need 11.
There is a twist to that if you do something called two-way new minor forcing, which essentially eliminates the need for four-suit forcing, but it lets you distinguish between those invitational hands and game forcing hands with new minor forcing style.
By the way, this hand, I'm not entirely happy about either bid.
That's fine. Two-way new minor force still requires opener to respond to no trump, though, right?
Not necessarily. You could do it 1 club, 1 heart, 1 spade, and then initiate it the same way.
Uh-huh.
No, you just do 2 hearts again.
But if you do that, then you don't play four-suit forcing. Over. Well, I guess you'd also do that called XYZ.
Right. Okay, so now South opened his 5-card major, and so what is North's 1 no trump followed by a 3 heart, a jump in hearts? So.
One no trump means he doesn't. Why wouldn't he just support?
Yeah, so that's the question. So if he says 2 hearts, why not say 2 hearts with the North hand?
He has too many
Yes,
points
2
for
no.
that.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, why not say 3 hearts?
He doesn't have
Or
4 hearts.
Bergen raised. Because you need 4 card support for that.
Yeah.
So when you have only a 3 card support, but you have that limit raise range, that 11 or 12 points,
Mm-hmm.
you start with the forcing no trump, and then you jump in the support. So partner doesn't know what's going on when you bid the 1 no trump. But after he sees you come in with 3 hearts, he's like, oh, you must have heart support after all, and good heart support, but not enough to go to game and not 4 card support. And so South has 15 points, so I would normally go to 4 hearts with that. Because you have
That's more than 9.
you have more than a minimum, yeah.
Oh, I didn't count my length. Okay.
Yeah. And so how's it going to work out here? You've got 2 diamonds to lose and 2 spades to lose, but you can finesse a club to throw one of your spade losers. So you want to take 10 tricks on this.
Rick, you're doing 2/1, so when no trump is working.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And so this is also a common scenario for 2/1 bidders, because how often it is that we get to open a 5-card major. More often than not, if we have an 8-card fit, it's a 5-3. If we have enough, it's less often that opener opens 5 and responder has a 4-card support. It's nice when it happens, but it's lot less frequent than having 3-card support. So we often need to show 3-card support. And with 7 to 10 points, we'll just bid 2 hearts here. With 11 to 12, we'll do it like was done here. And with 13 or more, we could do the, we would jump the game there. And so I actually have one thing I would do differently here is I would bid the 1 spade with North's hand, not 1 no trump. Because you've got 4 spades and that's a cheaper bid than 1 no trump.
There was actually a situation much like this one in the bidding box, I think, in last April's Bridge Bulletin. And as I recall, a lot of the panelists did bid 1 spade in this situation, Jeff Extra among them. But there are others who would advocate for 1 no, just because the spade suit is so shoddy.
Yep.
So if North bid 1 spade, then what would South's answer to that be?
1 no trump.
Okay.
And then North would still do 3 hearts. It's the same way of showing the limit raise, except instead of starting with the forcing no trump, here you're starting with the forcing 1 spade.
Gotcha.
Both sequences lead to the 3 heart, that jump bid, to show that limit raise range.
Okay, this is be the high one first. We both have 5, 5.
That's right.
Okay.
So 2 diamonds here. This is a 2/1 bid, so this is a game forcing bid. You need 13 points for that.
Got 2 seconds. Oh, okay.
So what does the 4 spade bid show in this sequence?
Shows that I have kind of exactly an opening hand, no extras on my part.
Right, we call that the fast arrival. So you should have like 12 or 13 or a bad 14 points for that. What you have, it's hard to judge a little bit, especially after the 2 heart rebid. Your Jack 10 of hearts could wind up being more valuable. But it turns out I think you're in the right spot here. This is one of the ones that's kind of easy. Again, opener had the 5-card major there. So here we did a game force, but we only bid 3 hearts here, so that's a stronger bid by responder in this case, saying I've got more than just an opening. And I'm not worried about 3 hearts getting passed out because the 2 diamond was already a game force, so nobody's stopping below game. 3 spades, now that the trump suit has been agreed on, it doesn't show extra spades, it shows the control in spades, either the ace or king. And so here, Sal should go ahead and cooperate and show the next up control that you have.
Okay, so 4 clubs.
Yep. And so now North is telling you, hey, I have a diamond control also.
Mm.
So it sounds like with all those answers that I should go for no.
Oh, you could try that.
Two plus the queen.
Well, what are you in? No Trump?
No, we're in hearts.
You're in heart? Okay.
Yeah, so the 5 spade bid forces you to 6 hearts anyhow, so, and you're missing one key card.
Yeah.
Who says it's forcing? Five spades is the last contract that makes.
Yep. Well, it depends on the lead though, right? You're gonna have to lose a heart in a club no matter what.
I guess the queen of diamonds disappears if you rough a
Ace
diamond.
king, you rough a diamond, then you can pitch a club on the jack of diamonds.
They'd have to be very cooperative though.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of lucky that it works out, but it's also bad luck that the king of hearts is where it is. Good luck that the jack of hearts is where it is. So this is marginal, but it's good in the sense that you have a good fit, you have secondary fit, you have controls in all the suits. So this is a decent slam to be in.
Bye-bye.
Agree with two spades,
Sorry, I had to take a phone call
See
on
you,
and off.
Elizabeth.
I have to leave too. Bye.
Bye.
Let me
Try.
swap you out here then.
Do you agree with two spades from Tony on that last hand, Rick?
Yeah, I think so.
On the off chance that responder had 6 diamonds and 4 spades? I figure most of the time South would respond to
No, I
spades.
think that's a control bid.
You think 3 spades is a control bid. 2 spades
Yeah.
is natural.
Oh, sorry, over the 2 spades. Yeah. I think that's still okay. It depends somewhat on how you play the reverse and a 2/1. Some people still shows reverse values. Another style is to play it not showing any extras. If you don't
Yeah, I don't.
If you play that it don't show extras, I think it's better to show your shape.
Yeah, I guess it's just a matter of whether or not 2 diamonds denies 4 spades. Well,
Even if it does, showing your shape doesn't mean you're looking for a fit there. So much as just showing your hand so partner can know what to do. All right, so yeah, James, your bid here.
Sort of got. I mean, I think last time you thought I should go. This time I think I have one fewer point.
I think you do. And it's not as nice of a hand. I think the spade suit is so weak. And you can see, even though you have an 8-card fit, you have a guaranteed spade loser. And it turns out you'll have, if they get to them, you'll lose a spade, 2 hearts, and a diamond. And North's hand is very close to a game forcing hand, but I like.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should bid 2 diamonds instead of 1 no.
I would not, because I hate having all of the kings and jacks. All you have for high cards is kings and jacks.
Mhm.
Those are all really vulnerable to having aces and queens sitting over top of them.
Well, and I counted my hand as 12 points, not 13.
Yep, I think that's right. So I think you got to the right contract here, and you got there because you took the low road, and South also. I think you both evaluate your hands properly there.
Did I do that right?
I don't think so.
I don't either, but I'm not sure what I should have done.
So do you decided that you have enough points for game there because you went to 4 hearts, right?
Right, but I didn't bid a suit over the 1 heart because I didn't have a 5-card suit. Should I have bid 2
Yeah,
clubs anyway?
you only need 4 in the minor there, so.
So I could bid 2 clubs even though I only have 4 of them?
Yeah, we're 2 diamonds.
Okay.
What's the preference there?
I would have bid 2 clubs since my clubs are better.
I don't think you do it normally based on which are better. You do it based on which is a better rank.
Oh, really? So I should bid the diamonds because they're higher than the clubs?
So with 4-4,
When they're equal, you're supposed to bid the higher suit?
if they're 5-5, you do. If they're 4-4, usually you go up the line. And it would make it easier for a responder to bid 2 diamonds then if that's what's needed.
Mm-hmm.
So I would bid 2 clubs with that, not because the clubs are better, but it's because they're 4-4. And you only need 4 cards on the minor to do it 2/1 game force. And this is the exact, this hand is an exact example of why we do that. Because you want to establish a game force. And so if you had said 2 clubs, South could say 2 diamonds or 2 no trump, either one, and you could say your 4 hearts then, and that would be the normal. I have 13 points and I have 3 card support for you.
Okay, if I bid 2 clubs, then South bids 2 diamonds. Then at that point, don't I bid 2 hearts?
You can bid 2 hearts, but you have basically you don't have a lot of extras for your game force.
Mm-hmm.
So you
So
can
it's better
just bid 4 hearts.
So it's better just to go to game?
Yeah, 2 hearts would say you're thinking maybe you guys might have slam your way.
Okay.
And you've got what?
No, 2
I've
hearts.
got
is really all that
13 points, just.
14 with your double time? Then you might upgrade for all those 9s and 10s, so you might think 15. So somebody might go slow. And if you got a 2 diamond response by South, their range is wide open. They could still have 18 points. So you might have slam there. But if you bid 2 hearts, then South would probably bid 4 hearts. So,
If she had bid 2 clubs and I had gone 2 diamonds, my 2 diamonds is promising 4.
yeah.
And if I don't have 4 diamonds, I would go 2 no.
Normally, yeah.
Okay.
Or raise her clubs if that's where your cards are.
If I bid 2 diamonds instead of 2 clubs, then he would bid 3 diamonds,
Right.
and then I could bid 4 hearts, right?
Yeah, or 3 hearts. But yeah, probably 4 hearts
Yeah.
at that point. Mhm. Yeah. So you don't want to do a no trump here.
Mm-mm.
Have a singleton, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're legally allowed to in this auction. Bid
Yeah.
below
You don't
six,
have to have the queen or higher.
but you could not open one no trump with a hand like that. Unless you want the book thrown at you.
So yeah, that's not what you want to do.
It's not.
Well, partner can pass that, right?
Yeah. Well, he
You
hasn't
could-
shown 16 points, so.
How many?
I know.
But how many points?
Oh, we could have game and no trump, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What else could you have game in possibly?
Spades.
Right.
Oh, because he might only have 3 spades, huh?
Right.
He might have 3 spades and have good spades. Okay, so I want to bid 2 hearts.
That's right. And that's that artificial, does not promise hearts. It's 4th suit forcing. It's a game forcing bid.
So now that shows he has 3 spades.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep, that looks good. Seems like chances are you're going to lose a heart and a spade. I think that might be it.
Yeah, you can pitch diamonds on clubs.
Right. You need to rough, maybe you lose a heart though, because you can't rough all the hearts. But still, this is a good game contract to be in. And this is a pretty common looking 4th suit forcing combination of cards. This is the case where you have the 5-3 major suit fit. The responder has the 5 of the major and the opener only had the 3. Responder opened one of a suit and then rebid a second suit, so you can't use new minor force.
Mm-hmm.
So you use the 4 suit forcing. And if South had been unable to show 3 card spade support, they might have rebid their clubs or diamonds if they'd had more cards there. Then North can always bid 3 no trump after that because North has heart stopped.
What is East gonna open with?
Yeah, East is probably going to lead a small club. You don't want to lead out of your king, little, and trump because you think it's more likely the ace is in the north. You don't really want to lead your ace of hearts there.
Yeah.
Hartley will give up a heart
Yeah,
trump.
I'd leave a small club from that.
Okay, Brian, I'm going to swap you in for South here. And Tracy, are you signed on here?
I am.
I'm going to put you in the north. You need to friend me.
T Threlkel.
You have a lot of friends, Rick.
Yeah. That's good so far. Brian, do you think you guys have enough points for game your way?
Yes.
So 2 hearts is a pass me bid.
So three hearts.
Well, 3 hearts is an invitational bid.
Well, don't I have to have at least 2 hearts to bid no trump?
Yep. So you're
Think.
because North has bid the no trump here and has limited their hand to 12, 14 points. So it's 13 plus or minus 1. So the South knows everything that's needed. South is in charge of this auction, and South's next bid is likely to be the end of the auction.
So, because it's no trump, I know that there's probably at least 2 hearts.
Right.
Okay. I see.
That's the bid. See, you're the captain in this auction, and you need to realize that after she's opened a diamond and then bid a no trump, she's pretty much bid her hand and is likely to pass your next bid. So if
Okay.
you're the one that knows you have enough for game, you need to make sure that you bid it.
Okay.
And so it looks like you don't have any heart losers. You don't have any diamond losers when we look at the South hand here. And if you lead twice to the jack of spades, you'll just lose 1 spade.
If
And
you
you
use 2
have
clubs,
the
2 clubs and a spade.
you have the possibility of, let's see, can you lose 3 clubs
1
on
club.
If you miss guess clubs
Yeah.
terribly, I think you can lose all 3 clubs, but chances are you'll just lose two clubs and a spade and make your contract.
You could also go through new minor forcing with the South hand. Obviously, North is not going to show 3 card support, but if South then rebids the hearts after that, it should show 6 hearts and probably gain forcing at that point. That's a way to keep 3 no trump on the table in case North did, for some reason, bid no trump with a singleton, I guess.
Hmm. Was that?
That is an okay bid. There's
So,
another way, but This is where you recognize that you have a 4-4 major spade fit, so you want to plan spades, and you know you have enough points for game, so you want to make sure you get the game, and bidding it straight away is a way to do that.
But can she? Yeah, could she have more though? And
Yeah, for her one club and then one spade rebid, she could have as many as 18 points.
so we could have been close.
And if you count your hand fully, you got 14 high card points, and if you gave yourself 3 for the singleton club, 17. If she had 18, you could be in the slam range.
Yeah.
Um, and so what would be another way for you to make a forcing bid there that would let you support spades later?
2 diamonds.
Yeah, 2 diamonds is fourth suit forcing.
Yeah.
And so that's artificial, but it sets up a game for us.
Then I would bid no trump.
Probably bid 2 no trump, and then South can bid 3 spades, showing, yeah, I've got the 4 spades that you needed, but I have extras. I don't have just 13, but I got some more. North
Did that
is-
sequence show 4 spades or 3 spades for South?
It should show 4.
And then if he bids that, what do I bid?
You'll probably bid 4 spades because you have just a bare opener.
Yeah,
So,
he would know that I don't have any extras. So I just
right. So you got to the right contract here, but if it had happened that North had that 18-point hand here, you'd have probably missed your slam.
Okay.
It had maybe 16 or 17. And so here it looks like we have a spade to lose, and a heart to lose, and a diamond to lose.
If North has 18, I don't think they're passing the 4 spades, though.
Oh.
They should expect an opening hand.
That's why I
South.
say 17, yeah. Even 18, though, it's pushing it if there's kind of fast arrival then. But yeah, so this is a good auction now. Yep, this seems good to me.
Are we gonna lose 2 hearts?
Yep.
Ah.
And you have the a diamond also that you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Probably. You double dummy. You can finesse the club, win the jack, and then cash the ace and king and pitch 2 little diamonds, and then finesse the spade. So you can't make 5, but chances are you're going to make 4 on this. And this is, I think, a fine auction. So, do you have enough for a game forcing hand?
Gosh, I did done my clubs then.
Yeah.
Partner, I just go right to games. They don't have extra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
looks good. You'll want to finesse and spade, so you might, let's see, what are they going to do? Maybe a little in trouble here, though, because if they lead the ace and king of diamonds, and then a third diamond, they can over-rough dummy there,
Uh,
and they'll take their ace of hearts. And so you'll wind up down one. But this is it's the right contract to be in, given the cards that you guys have. It's the right auction to do. It's just occasionally there will be distribution that allows the opponents to set you anyhow. But this is one that you would normally everybody that's the good bidders are going to get the 4 spades on this. No, you don't want to do that.
Okay.
For a couple of reasons. When you do a 2/1 kind of sequence, you want to, it's most important to show your shape first
Okay.
to bid your longest suit, but also 2 hearts over 1 spade is actually a rare case where a responder shows a 5-card major. You need 5 hearts to bid 2 hearts over 1 spade. It's sort of an exception to the rule.
is this still 2 spades here?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I can go straight to game.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's hard to find 6 worse spades than Brian has here.
Yeah.
Quantity over quality.
5 and 6.
So how's this going to work out for you?
Mm.
We're gonna.
Now there's 2 spades and a heart, I think.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's it, right?
I think that's it. So it's one of these things where when they have all the spade honors, it's usually especially urgent that you full trump right away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
You'll
do?
get,
Yeah.
You'll get in and lead a spade to the ace and lead the 10 of spades. And once you see that the spades were divided 3-2, you know that they'll get their 2 spades. You give them the ace of hearts and you have everything else. And if they don't take their ace of hearts after they get their 3rd spade, you can run clubs and pitch your hearts. They won't get it. So as a declarer, if they attack diamonds, for instance, and you do the ace of spades and a little spade and they lead another diamond, you should try and lead the 3rd spade, hoping that they try a 3rd round of diamonds so you can rough in. You don't want to start running your clubs, and once they see what's going on, they'll rough in with their outstanding trump and then switch to the ace of hearts.
Hmm.
So you try to spook them that way. All right, let's do one more quick.
So this ain't, she could still have 18, huh?
Not for her raise of 2 spades, just a simple raise. That's a limit bid. If she bid a different suit, she could have more. But if she just supports you, this is showing the
Okay.
12 to 15 kind of range. Yeah, so I think that's the right bid. And so how's this one going to work out?
I'm gonna lose two diamonds.
2 diamonds. Yeah.
A diamond rough by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's the same thing as before. What's West likely to lead here?
Lose heart.
West will lead the diamond.
Yeah, which diamond?
Not the ace.
They'll lead the ace from the ace king, yep.
Mm.
And what diamond will East play?
Oh, 6.
6.
And what diamond will South play?
Oh,
10 or the queen.
Yeah. Let's say you played the 3. I guess it's not going to matter too much, but it's good to hold on to your low cards that you don't really need like that. What's going to happen though? West is still going to play the king of diamonds and see the 5 of diamonds by East. And so they'll know that was a doubleton, and they'll know that South has the last diamond. And so they're going to lead a 3rd diamond, which East can rough.
But then
If you don't do that, you'll get in and finesse the queen of spades and draw a trump, and you'll only lose 2 diamonds. So you'll take 11 trumps.
the problem with East getting that diamond, is and now they're not going to get their queen.
But they wouldn't get their queen because it could be finessed.
True.
So if they don't get the rough, what'll happen is South will lead a spade to the ace, and then a low spade back to the jack, and then they'll play the king and it'll lead up the queen.
He might do that. He could just let the jack ride. Two-way finesse.
That's right. You could, but I will tell you that if you want to match the field, you're going to lead to the ace and then lead back.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Like psychologically, that looks more likely for whatever reason.
you don't
Yeah,
want
it's
to
just-
over rough with the ace, the 3rd diamond.
You could do that. And that would actually probably be a good play for you because you can finesse the queen twice.
Okay.
But you'll have trouble getting back to dummy to lead the second one because you have to get over with a club. Well, you can win the ace, you finesse once, you go back with the club, and that draws West's last trump, so you can finesse again. Yeah, you'll be okay. You'll make your over trick that way. That'll be good.
Kind of risky though. Kind of risky if you see east-west.
All right, I have to go. I have a meeting.
Yep.
Thanks.
So we're done now, so thanks everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
Bye.